Patricia and welcome back to my channel. It's time for another Chatty Get Ready with me. What I do is I put on my makeup and just talk about what's going on in my life. Sometimes I explain what I'm doing, sometimes I don't. It is what it is. And guys, just to let you know, I am having withdrawal symptoms from weaning myself off of Xanax, and I didn't realize how bad it was, and I really want off of it. So I've had a rough week. Let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and I've done my skincare and put my primer on, and I have a zit on my nose, which I normally, you know, I rarely get zits. But yeah, I've already put the primer on, so let's go ahead and get the makeup on. Did I bring a makeup brush? No, I knew I'd forget something. We're going to use a sponge today. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Let's put this on. Like I said, I've had a rough week. I mean, I've been having withdrawal symptoms. They've not been that bad, but now they're I've had, well, the worst of it was Wednesday night. I didn't sleep all night long. I was up all freaking night. All night long. I could not shut off my brain. And then on Thursday, yesterday, all day, I just felt so bad. You know how you feel bad when you don't sleep? Well, I felt bad. And then on top of that, I couldn't sleep. Still wasn't sleeping. I didn't take a nap or anything. I just, it was awful. And then I had a massive panic attack. I mean, a big one I haven't had in a long time. So I took I've been dividing my pill in half is how I'm weaning myself off. So I took my half a pill then, and it calmed things down. I'm not completely gone, but a whole lot better. And that was good. So I was able to do that. And then around 5 o'clock, I felt myself starting to go. So I went ahead and took my new medication. And then by 5:30, I knew. I went and got in bed, and I was out like a light. I woke up at about 9:30 last night. And I couldn't go back to sleep. I laid there, thought, oh, let me try to go back to sleep. Couldn't go back to sleep. So I just went to the living room and watched TV with my family, and then they went to bed. I was still awake, so I watched movies. And then I think, I'm not 100% sure what time it was, but I think it was around 1:30. I was out, and I slept until 8 this morning, so yeah, I feel much better today after having a full night's rest and then some, you know. I feel a lot better. So, while I was awake on Wednesday night, I watched Eat, Pray, Love. I love that movie. I loved the book. I read the book first, and I have a copy of the book. I love the book, and I love the movie, so I watched that. Well, let's just say I had it on. I wasn't intently watching it. I was trying to go to sleep. But I had it on. So I Eat, Pray, Love, and then what else? I watched The Descendants with George Clooney, or is it Descendant? It's the one where it takes place in Hawaii. I love that movie. I love that movie. So that was on. And then after that, I watched Beyond the Sea with Kevin Spacey, the story about Bobby Darin. And then my family got up. That was my whole overnight. And then last night, what did I watch? Trying to go to sleep. What was it I watched? I know I watched something. See, my brain's not that. I can't remember what I watched. What did I watch? I don't remember. But then, the last thing I remember was, I'm like, oh, shoot, I want, let's put something on just to get my mind to shut down. That's what I was trying to do, just turn my mind off by having noise on that would distract my mind. So the last thing I remember was I went onto the Disney Plus and started to watch Beauty and the Beast, the original cartoon one or the animated one. And then I remember seeing the opening, and then that was it. So that was it. I went to sleep. Didn't even see Beauty and the Beast. But that was okay. My goal was to go to sleep. Alright. So, I hope that doesn't happen anymore. Shoot. Those remind me of the days before I was on the medication. That's how my life was. I could not sleep. Could not shut my brain off. And being up all night. And if I was working, I don't know if I could do this. It's a good thing I'm home. But my goal is to get off of this by the end of the year. I don't know how long these symptoms last. I don't know. I guess it's different for everybody. Everybody's situation is different, but man. And I want to thank all of you. I've had a couple of you, Kim for sure, has reached out to me and we've had some good conversations. And I want to thank you for letting me know about your experiences. Lisa, and I think Sherry is interested in going off of Xanax. I mean, this stuff's no joke. If I had known this is how it would have been, I would have told my doctor no years ago. I don't want it. I had no clue. No idea. I had no idea when I told my doctor this month that I wanted to wean myself off of it. I had no clue. I don't want to stay on it though. I want off of it. I want off of it because guys, when we move, there's going to be a period of time. I don't know how much time, but there's going to be a period of time when we do not have insurance. When Brian's job ends and when he finds a new job. There's a window of time. So, I want off of this before that happens. That's my main goal. That's my goal. So, okay, I think that's pretty good. Now, brow. Anything else going on? I think they're finally done with this house back here. It looks pretty. There's a huge deck out the back of it. Nathan said there's a rock garden. I haven't been out to look and see. He said there's a rock garden. He can see it. There's a little slit through our privacy fence that he can see through. My mother put up a privacy fence over here. So that's the fence I'm talking about. Not the one we installed over there. This one's over here. So anyway, yeah, I think they are finally done. They have sowed grass and laid down the hay and put in the appliances this week. Black appliances in the kitchen. So yeah, I'm glad. No more blocking our mail, parking in the yard. Well, they parked in the street, but when I would order groceries or something, they'd be like, whoa, where can I go? So yeah, and we do have spots where houses could still be built on this street. There's spots down that way. I don't know if Mrs. Ledford would sell her land. She's got land down there. Mr. Stafford has land over there, which somebody has tried to buy, and he said no because that property he owns touches his actual yard, his property, his home. He owns the whole hill over there. I mean, when I say the whole hill, he owns a lot. He owned this piece of land and sold it. And he owns some other properties, including the one I was just talking about that has a big yard that can be divided up. But his daughter is my friend Monica, who lives across the street. She said her dad doesn't want all that construction and development next to his home. And I totally understand that. I totally get it. So, there we go. Now, Boy, it's going quickly today. It feels like it. I'm going to use my Natasha Denona Coral palette. This is the last one I drew in my pretty random app picking my palettes for the month. And there'll be a new episode of that tomorrow, because after I film this, I'm going to film that and pick new palettes. So this one is what I'm going to use today, along with my Kat Von D to give me like my basic, give me some more color to play with, or not color but basics, you know, for crease and all over lid shade and all that. All right. I've been using this a lot. I like this one, so I'm going to use that one. I had been thinking about how I wanted to do this palette with my Pretty Random, and I think I'm going to keep it out all the time to use with the palettes I pull. But if I happen to pick this palette, then for that week I have to wear just what's in this palette, no other palette with it. That's how I'm going to do it. So, but I'm going to leave this palette. And maybe I will pan this palette by the end of the year. I would assume I could do that. Especially, I think I'll pan that one. I've been using that with all of them. Now, I'm not putting on makeup like I used to. You know, I'm not going anywhere. And some days I don't put makeup on. Even though I told myself I need to do it, I'm just not doing it. With my craziness going on right now, I don't know what from one day to the next, how I'm going to feel, that's enough about that. I don't want to talk about that anymore. All right, let's see. I think I'm going to go with this one in my transition area. Same brush. Oh, sorry, Gloria. Gloria likes me to zoom in. There. Hope you can see that. That's for Gloria. Gosh, everybody in Texas. I am praying for everyone in Texas. And probably if you're in Texas, you're not watching me. But man, that is just horrible what's going on down there. Absolutely horrible. I did not realize how they have their power. I'm not going to make sense, guys. I can't always think of the words, so you know what I'm trying to say. I didn't know how that was all set up. I didn't realize. Brian explained it to me, and then while I was awake the other night, I was watching CNN for a little bit, and I was watching Don Lemon, and he was explaining how it's in Texas, how it's not government run. It's more, you know, what am I trying to say? Privately owned. I don't know. Sorry, my brain. But I didn't realize that, because here, if we run out of power, or if there's something that messes up our power system, we can get power from other states. And Texas, I believe, is the only state that doesn't do that. So, oh my gosh. And this shows that they need to change that. They need to do something. They got to do something. Weatherize their power system or whatever. I don't know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say. I just can't find the words. And this is so much worse now that I'm going through this withdrawal. My brain is extremely fuzzy. And that's irritating, to be honest. I find it very irritating. And at times I think, well, do I just want to go back on the pills? But no, I don't. I don't. So I'm having mood swings. I feel like crying right now. Gosh. I'm going to go into this color right here. I know it has a name. Dakota. I'm going into Dakota. And put that right in my crease. Give it some color in here. But yeah, I don't really want this whole thing to be about withdrawal symptoms, but maybe I know some of you are thinking about doing this, so maybe I should just, that's a lot of color right there. Maybe I should just explain, you know, this is not easy. This is mood swings, and everything is getting on my nerves. The main reason Wednesday night I was up and watching TV is because I went to bed and I couldn't sleep. I couldn't turn off my brain, and my husband, bless his heart, not his fault, he starts snoring. Normally it doesn't bother me. It was just grating on my nerves. I had to get up. And then I find during the day my son gets on my nerves, and I try real hard not to. I have to really work hard to not let that get to me, because he's so sensitive. And I don't want it to upset him, because he's not doing anything wrong. It's me, you know? So, and now I feel like crying. No tears. I tell you, I'm just all over the freaking place. This is crazy. Oh, but I think it'll be worth it to get off of a highly addictive drug that I don't want in my life. I had no clue. I had no clue it would be like this. Alright, let's work on... Listen, I'm going to take my little detail brush and go in that same Dakota and go under my eyelid, under my lower lash line with it. Can you see? Yeah. And... yeah, I hope this... stop soon. And I know I had Sherry ask, I'm going to put down in the description box the name of the medication that I'm on now that is going to take place of the Xanax, and it's having a hard time working with my my withdrawal symptoms, and it's hard for me to report back to my doctor how I know it's working, because let me tell you, Wednesday night I realized I'd forgotten to take the pill, and I was up all night. The nights I do take my new pill, I do at least sleep. So I know it is working. But the withdrawal symptoms are so extreme. I think that's what's going on. And I think my dog's going to bark because somebody else's dog is barking. So if you hear my dog bark, that's what it is. Right now, I heard him run to his perch to see outside what's going on. Alright, now I'm going to take the same detail brush and I'm going to go into this shiny one right here. What is this color? Lola. I'm going to go into Lola and put her on my outer V here. The outer half. There we go. This is a pretty shade. My son and I have been talking, and we have decided there will be no trips this year. Unless everything gets okay, we might take a little weekend and go somewhere. But no real trip this year. We're going to just... because we're getting so close. I don't know how the world's going to be. I don't want to go on a vacation with a mask. And so we're so close to when we're going to have to move that we are planning a weekend to Disney at the end of 2022, and we're just going to go to one park, and that's Hollywood Studios, and we'll go to Disney Springs and just do that. And I think that's how we may do Disney from now on. My skin's dried out. I haven't been taking good care of my skin this week. That's another thing. My thoughts are just bopping all over the place. Okay, now, you know what I'm going to do? Because I was thinking about this the other day, and I want to see what it looks like. I'm going to go back into Dakota and put Dakota on my lids, and then put abalone on top of it and see how that looks as a topper. It's pretty by itself, but it takes a lot. Okay. Pretty, pretty. Pretty, pretty. My no buy is going pretty good. I got my son's belts. They were nice. They were all genuine leather. There was one Nike that it's reversible. So it's like getting 5 belts. Okay, I'm going to go into this pretty one here. And I'm going to pop that in the center of my lid over top of this dark shade. I want to see what I get. Well, maybe more than the center. It kind kind of reached out a little farther there. That's okay. I hurt my finger. I don't remember doing that. I don't know what happened. I just saw it. Oh, got a boo-boo. Had no idea. Okay. I think that looks pretty good. Alright, I'm going to wipe my finger on my dress. This dress is just to wear around the house. So, I'll wipe my finger on it. I'm going to go into this shiny one down here, which is Kai. And just put it in here. There. Now, I'm going to go and put my mascara and liner on, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, and for fun, I put a little beauty mark. I thought, why not? I put a little beauty mark on there, just for fun. Now I'm going to use this little palette my friend Shannon sent me, and I didn't bring any bronzer, so I'm going to use this color of blush. And let me get my brush. Does it have a name? Do these have names? No. These do not have names. So, I'm just going to use this one. There we go. Okay. I think that's pretty. And then in my sample stash this week, I had this highlighter. This is Pure in Afterglow. So I'm going to use this highlighter. It's accentuating that dry skin I've got. I need to work on my skin. I think I need to do a good mask tonight. Maybe do some treatment of some kind. There we go. There we go. And now I'm just going to throw on some lipstick. And I've got the one Shannon sent me. This is the MAC. It's a cream sheen in Dozen Carnations. There we go. It is orange. It looks more orange than I thought. It's okay, I like orange. There we go, there's my look today. I think I look pale. That's just, I don't, because I didn't bronze, I think, maybe. But there we go, that's it. That's my look for today. So guys, thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Guys, I know some of you are going through this, so if you want to comment down below, you know, we'll do this together. And so guys, again, thanks for watching. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. Yeah. Okay guys, I'll see you next time.